Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to presentation about the midterm exam from the lecturer the Mam Yesi Andriani. Let me introduce myself. My name is Raza Reva. The BP is 18 10 51 3007. The material about the money. Money is any medium that is universal accepted is in economy both by seller of goods and services and by creditor as payment for them. The function of money is medium exchange, unit of accounting, store of value, or purchasing power, and last one is standard of deferred payment. For the medium exchange is an item that seller will accept as payment. And for the barter, the direct exchange of goods and services for other goods and without the use of money. The medium exchange, money facilitates exchange by reducing transaction costs associated with means of payment or certainty. The barter is implied direct exchange or double coincidence of wants. For the unit of accounting, it is a measure by which prices are expressed and the common denominator of the price system, and the last one is central property of money. For the store of value, it is the ability to hold value over time and a necessary property of money, and the last one is money allow you to transfer value or wealth into the future. For the standard of deferred payment, it is a property of an item that makes it desirable for use as means of settling debt maturing in the future. Liquidity. Liquidity is the degree to which an asset can be acquired or disposed of without much danger of any intervening loss in nominal value and with small transaction costs. Money is the most liquid asset. It is the figure of degrees of liquidity, or we can say its opportunity cost. It is the alternative interest yield obtainable by holding some other asset. Money is not backed by gold, silver, or even federal government. It is backed by the confidence of those willing to accept it. Defining money. Money is important. Why? Because the change in the rate at which the money supply increase or decrease affect important economic variables such as inflation, interest rate, employment, and the level of real GDP. For the money supply, it is the amount of money in circulation. An economy used the basic approach to define the measure money. The first one is transaction approach and the liquidity approach. Transaction approach, it is a method of measuring the money supply by looking at money as a medium of exchange. The last one, liquidity approach, it is a method of measuring the money supply by looking at money as a temporary store of value. The transaction approach to measuring money, we can say it is a M1. And M1 currency, it is mint coins and paper currency not deposit in financial institution. The bulk of currency or in circulation actually does not circle with the US border. M1 transaction deposit. Any deposit in a thrift institution or commercial bank on which a check may be written or debit card used. Thrift institution is financial institution that receive most of their funds from the saving of the public. Financial instrument purchased from a bank or a non-banking organization and seen during purchase that can be used as cash upon a second signature by the purchaser. It is, you can say, the traveler's check. And then the M2. M2 is the liquidity approach to measuring money. Near money is asset that are almost money, highly liquid, easily convert to cash, and time deposit are an example. The liquidity approach and M2 is equal to M1 plus. First, saving and small denomination time deposits balance. The second one is balance in retail money market mutual fund. And 3 is MMDA. M2 is saving deposit. For the saving deposit, it is interest earning fund that can be withdrawn at any time without payment of penalty. The depository institution is accept deposit from saver and lenders fund outs. MMDA, it is a account issued by bank yield a market rate of interest with a minimum balance requirement and a limit on transaction. They have no minimum maturity. M2 for time deposit. It is a deposit in financial institution that require notice or intent withdraw or must be left for an agreed period. The CD, or we can say the certificate of deposit, it is time deposit with fixed maturity. It is the figure about the composition of the US M1 and M2 money supply. M1 is around the 1014 billion. And the second one is about the M2 around the 7,100 billion. The M2 definition of money correlate best with economic activity, although some business people and policymakers prefer MZM, or we can say money at zero maturity. Money at zero maturity include all but exclude all deposit with fixed maturity. Most nations have banking system that encompass two types of institution. The first one type consists of private banking institution. Second one is the other type of institution is a central bank. Central bank is a banker banks, usually an official institution that also serves as a country treasury bank. Central bank normally regulate commercial banks. And the last one is financial intermediation, the process by which financial institution accept saving from business, household, and government and lend the saving to other business. It is the figure about the process of financial intermediation until ultimate lenders until the borrowers. Financial intermediation and banks. Asymmetric information. It is information processed by one party in a financial transaction but not by the other one. And at first selection, the like that borrower may use their borrow fund for high risk project. The FED, or Federal Reserve System, it is the central bank of the United States and the most important regulatory agency in the US monetary system. The function of the FED is supplies the economy with fiduciary currency, provide a payment clearing system, hold depository institution reserve, acts the government fiscal agent, supervises depository institution, acts as a lender of last resort, the seven regulator the money supply. Okay, the conclusion about the function of about the money is as a medium exchange that seller will accept as a payment and barter the direct action of goods and services for other goods without the use of money. And then the money has taken money from took the X, but money consistently has three functions: store of value, unit of account, and the last one is medium of exchange. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. And thanks from Mam Yesi that I can understand about the money. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.